Hello, Scorpio. This is your November 2020 general reading. I am Mr. Blue 2, and if you like this video, please like it. Share it, of course, if you know other Scorpios. If you have your sun, moon, or ascendant in Scorpio, this ought to resonate with you. I'm pretty empathic because I have several planets in Cancer, and for some reason I just seem to feel everything going on in the world. So let's see if I can get some good vibes going for November 2020. Find out what this month is going to have for you. I hope you guys had a good birthday. I know you just had a birthday, most of you. Some of you still have a birthday, I think, yet to come. But anyway, let's find out. It's been a crazy time, right? We're going to get right into it here. This is the Aleister Crowley Thoth Tarot deck, which has been around for a while, but it's just really beautiful. Completion, okay, 4. That's good, 4 of Wands. This is definitely a good card to start with for November. Completion, and this could be partially because it's kind of completing a year for you, right? This year is over, birth year. Also, we're almost to the end of this year, 2020, and the election should be over. So that card really makes a lot of sense. Okay, it's 4 of Wands. You've got all the wands kind of the way they're crossing in kind of a circular motion, almost like the Wheel of Fortune. Something ends, something else begins. Aha. 10 of Cups, happiness. Okay, so a lot of you are having a great birthday. You're celebrating. You're meeting with family. There should be money coming in the world and opportunity, both. We're going to have a stimulus here in the US, but also, you know, we're having a lot of opportunities for the holidays. People still are going to celebrate. They're still going to get together. It doesn't matter what anyone says. You know, because you're a Scorpio. Scorpio women really love their family. They're really popular. They're kind of wild when they're young, so they have a lot of fun, and then they kind of get spiritual. I feel like all the Scorpio women that I know actually kind of do an about face. They really had have a metamorphosis in early adulthood. Okay, Prince of Discs. Some of you are meeting an earth sign. You know what that would be. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Okay, so here we've got the Prince of Discs coming up for some of you. So if some of you are looking for love, you know, it is, I don't say it's mating season, I say it's nesting season. People kind of like to settle down. They like to kind of connect with someone from their tribe or someone that they met. You know, there's usually holiday parties and shopping and movies and, you know, well, there used to be, you know, ballets and operas and concerts and fun things like that for the holidays. Not so much this year, unfortunately. But, oh my gosh, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so there's a couple options. It looks like if you're a single Scorpio and you have the Venus energy, there's a lot of Mars energy coming, you see? These fire signs, these earth signs, these people, they definitely want to connect. They want to, you know, be with someone through the holidays in the winter. They want to curl up with a cup of hot cocoa or a Bailey's and cream or something like that. And so these are your fire signs and these are your earth signs. So satiety, Prince of Discs, Knight of Wands. That can also mean another thing. It can also mean that professionally there's opportunity, because the Knight of Wands has to do with kind of your persona, work, how the world sees you. The Knight of Discs, definitely work, construction, projects, you know, things that are solid, things that are lasting coming into play. And see, opportunity, 2 of Discs. 2 of Discs can mean money comes out and goes in and goes in and goes out, kind of at a balanced rate. It's kind of like treading water. It's not usually super prolific, but it's not negative. It's just there's a balance. There's kind of an ebb and flow to your finances. And the other meaning of this card is that there's 2 choices, 2 opportunities. So if some of you are looking for work, looking for opportunities, there's definitely a couple opportunities to choose from. Now, The other thing is that you see the serpent making the infinity symbol here. Okay, this has two of the same, right? They're both circles, but the colors are different. They're, one is more purple, one is more light and white. It kind of means it's an apple and an orange. Whatever that choice is that comes up, and this can be the choice of these two people because it's coming up with the Knight of Wands and the Prince of Discs. So, that very much could mean that there's two choices, two people after you, two people you're interested in. Maybe you're not interested in both. Maybe they're both interested in you. But either way, that's an option for you, right? So you have a choice to make. And they're an apple and an orange. Depending on other stuff in your chart, the kind of person you are, if you really want excitement and if you want, kind of a larger than life, then go with the fire sign. If you want something more solid, you want someone secure, someone who follows through, always isn't flaky, that would be your earth sign. Your earth sign people, they're very much the kind of people who follow through. They do what they're supposed to do. If they say they're going to take you out, they take you out. Usually they show up with a present. If you ask them for something, they try to do it. Okay? Now, it's not that your fire signs don't. It's just they've got their own agenda. They kind of do things on their terms, where your earth sign men are much more attentive as far as what you ask for. They understand the earth. They operate within the material realm, the work realm. And so they very much want to demonstrate their love through the things they do, through the things that they bring you. Okay? Wow. The Tower. Oh my gosh. That's change. So that's change. So for some of you, that's going to be, well, let's see. Okay. I think we have a change of love or a change of job. The Tower and the Five of Discs. Okay. So there is definitely some change in November. This could have to do with your home. It could have to do with your work. I definitely feel like you don't really have to worry about it because you're going to have someone by your side. But there could be a little bit of turmoil. You could be moving out of someone's house, moving into someone else's house, changing your residence, changing your job. The 5, that's Mercury. It's the wheel that's turning, but it's kind of the wheel of Saturn in a way. It's like something is being removed from your life. Be strong. You're going to flow through it. You're going to feel it, because with this card, this represents the Strength card, the woman kind of riding the lion, but she has her serpent, she has her power, she's able to harness the power and make things look very easy. It's not that it's going to be easy for you. It's not. People are going to think it's easy. They're going to think you did it. You're going to do it very gracefully. You're going to flow through these changes, and to the rest of the world, they're going to think, oh wow, that was amazing. She just flowed right through it, went right through it, got to the other side. It's like swimming across the river that's got a bit of a tide. It's like you do it and you do it well, and people are like, wow, she did it. But inside you're huffing and puffing. You're like, oh my gosh, maybe I was scared, maybe I was nervous, maybe I wasn't sure how that was going to turn out. But you see that? It turns into the world. So it winds up that by the end of November, things are really great. You're, again, completion. The world and the universe cards, these again are completion cards. And you started off with completion. So you see, I think you're really ending a cycle. You're not just ending a cycle and ending a year, but also certain things in your life are leaving. You're letting go of them. And the thing about the Tower is you need to let go of certain things. They have to leave in order for new to come in, right? So I say don't fight that, and as water signs, we're emotional. We sometimes we don't like to do that. We don't like change necessarily. Change can be difficult, disrupting. We can be insecure. You're not as insecure as a Cancer unless you have a bunch of Cancer in your chart. But still, you feel things very, very deeply. So, what I would say, and the Princess of Wands. Wow. Okay. And this Princess of Wands very much looks like the Strength card, right? This Lust card. It's the same color. It's the same kind of wand energy, fire energy. Look at this. Again, kind of rising above. So I think this is you putting your best face forward in the world. You know, seizing a new opportunity and being more worldly, being less emotional, and being a little bit more worldly, because that's what that fire energy is in people. It's looking at the bigger picture, okay, and kind of being like, okay, this is my world, this is my area, I'm in my element, you see, and kind of rising above the emotion and the pettiness and the, you know, the mundane, and that, you know, all those difficulties, all those things, okay. And then you move into Hangman energy, okay? So that Hangman energy means you're going to go through all this. There's this completion, this metamorphosis, and it's like things. It's like when you clean your face or you take off your makeup or you wash your hair, but you haven't done it yet. You haven't put on the new makeup. You haven't blow dried your hair. You haven't, you know, you haven't gotten dressed yet. So the Hangman, it's like in life you're kind of doing this cleansing, this you know, metamorphosis, this letting go of certain things in your life and people coming in. But then all of a sudden it's kind of like they come to a slow crawl. All of a sudden it's like you were the hare, the jackrabbit, boom, 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 all this stuff happening, meeting people, making these choices, letting go. And then it's like, okay, I'm ready for the new. And here it is. The new is kind of like moving really slow. Things are on hold, okay? But I think this pertains to work, money. Then you get the Three of Discs, okay? Mars in Capricorn. And this is liberation from worry. It's kind of like the rainbow of work. It's like, wow, you wind up in a place where you're getting to do something that really makes you feel good. Okay, you love it. With the Three of Discs, you're creating something, you're making something, you're bringing something to the world, right? So, you know, whatever your craft is, whatever your skill is, you're bringing it to the world, and you're not just bringing it to the world and getting paid for it, but you're getting acknowledged for it. Because in the Three of Discs, there's this sense that you get recognized for what you do. It's not like the big money. It's not like the Nine of Pentacles. It's not the Six of Pentacles. It's singularly, it's like you can take care of yourself. You can do just fine on your own. It speaks of independence. But with that independence, what you get is a really great feeling, and you get recognized. So even though maybe this is kind of like, it's kind of like, okay, it's good money. It's not the best money, but it's good money, and I'm rewarded. I get thanked. My boss loves what I do. The people around me embrace me. You see, it's great energy because it's rewarding and it's satisfying, and you're able to connect with the people around you, or whatever you're bringing to the world, whether it's art or woodwork, or, you know, maybe you're doing something online, maybe you're a photographer, maybe you're a chef, you know, you could be a lot of things, counselor. But you see, people recognize the goodness in what you're doing, and they tell you, and you get those strokes. And you know what? Really, that's all you can ask for. That's the best you can ask for, is to be appreciated. It could be that one of these people are the ones who are appreciating you, you know. So it's security. It's security and it's validation. And so there's a great feeling with all of this, okay? So November is going to be a really, really interesting month for you. And what it crowns with after this is this Ace of Swords. You see, this clear thinking. You come out of this thinking very clearly. You've completed a cycle. You're starting a new year for you personally. You've let go of something, you know, and again, embrace that letting go, because if you fight it, it's more difficult, right? If you kind of like it's like if you relax, if you get a shot or something, you know, when you relax as things happen, you know, it's like a drunk falling down, they never get hurt. So relax, flow through those changes, allow things to leave that are no longer serving you or your life, whether that's a relationship, a job, a home, a car, whatever it is. And then all of a sudden, through all this, after this hangman period comes this Ace of Swords. It's the clarity. You see that? The sword is moving upward. It's giving you a really great sense of what you want, where you want to go, how you think, how you feel. Because ultimately, when you're good emotionally, then you're good everywhere else in your life. That's how water signs are. When we're happy, when we're joyful, when we can feel abundant and feel the happiness in our life and around us, that's when we're really able to focus and get our goals and bring things to us and into our life. Okay, so you have an amazing month. It sounds really exciting. A lot of you are going to meet someone. There's male energy and female energy, so no matter what you're looking for, there's definitely those opportunities. For some of you looking for male energy, you have two choices, okay? There's an earth sign and there's a fire sign. And if you're looking for female energy, we have some fire sign. And of course, for some of you, that fire sign is you seizing the world. Okay, but you have an awesome month. And please, please, please like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. I'm doing daily readings for love and money. So they're just kind of little mini readings. And I'm trying to get to my 1,000 subscribers. So I would love it if anyone would subscribe, because you can't monetize your station until I think you get 1,000 subscribers, as well as I just like to be heard. I love reading for people. I've been reading since I was about 14 or 15 years old, and I've been to the Holy Land, and I've studied Kabbalah and astrology and numerology and tarot, and I love reading for you guys. I just love sharing and being spiritual. So bless you all. Happy birthday. Have a great Thanksgiving. And comment. I suggest that people look at it before the month and then look at it again 3 weeks into the month and tell me if it's seeming like it matched your month, because then you know if you're on the same vibe as me, right? You know if the energy I pick up on is relevant to your life. Okay, so bless you all. Love and light. Check in next month.